Hi, my name is Christiane Weber, and today I have the opportunity of presenting my Tech Integration and Instructional Design Models presentation on the SAMR model. The SAMR model was developed by Dr. Ruben Pentadora, and this is a framework called the SAMR model, which divides classroom technology integration into four separate levels. The four separate levels are substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. All are abbreviated as SAMR. Before going into any further detail, I would like to go over a quick agenda and learning objectives for today. So viewers will learn and gain an understanding of the SAMR model, reflect on current technology usage, and enhance a lesson that utilizes technology. So going through a lot of examples today to make sure that educators understand the importance of this model. How to use technology in your classroom. Whether you are a current teacher or not yet a teacher, it is vital to reflect on some important questions before implementing technology. Utilizing technology not only to enhance instruction, but to also strengthen the community of a classroom is key. For example, including an app called Book Widgets containing audio and video helps create community classroom connections. I encourage you to find the purpose of the lesson and create technology integrated lessons. I often ask myself these guiding questions if I were to plan technology integration into my lessons. Is technology being used merely for the sake of using technology? Is this lesson just as great without technology? How much time will I spend infusing technology into the lesson? And is the outcome worth the added time? So now we are going to go into the detail of the SAMR model, and this enables educators to begin where they feel most at ease and gradually expand their use of technology from there. And I was very happy that I was able to select this because as someone who does not have a lot of experience using technology in the classroom, it's great for both those who are advanced and not as advanced because you're able to start where you're most comfortable. And in order to help teachers personalize learning and aid students in visualizing challenging topics, the SAMR model was developed. When integrated, the classroom technology makes teaching and learning for both teachers and students more smooth, such as during remote and blended learning. The SAMR model can be particularly effective. The SAMR approach is frequently pictured as a ladder or stairway as shown in this slide. However, this can be misleading because substitution, which is the bottom step, is occasionally the greatest option for a given lesson. For this reason, it's preferable to consider the SAMR model as more of a spectrum. On the one hand, technology is utilized to replace old tools exactly, and on the other hand, it makes experiences possible that would not have been conceivable without it. Whatever way you see it, the SAMR framework can be quick and an easy tool to evaluate how you use technology in your classroom. Substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition are the first four steps in the SAMR model. While modification and redefinition are the transformation processes, substitution and augmentation are the enhancement steps. Consider this distinction between seasoning a traditional family recipe, which would be the enhancement, and coming up with a completely different, unique dish, which would be transformation. So beginning with substitution. At this point, a more conventional teaching tool or method is directly replaced by technology. It is a straightforward, exact replacement. For instance, instead of using tangible copy of reading lessons while teaching a government lesson, you might utilize an electronic or web-based version of it. In addition to typing the responses on a Microsoft Word document rather than filling out a worksheet with a pencil, students can respond to the questions using a Google Doc. It is important to consider what advantages students might experience by using technology in place of conventional tools in this step. There will always be circumstances, I believe, when a pen and pencil is more appropriate. For example, practicing handwriting skills at a young age would definitely be more useful using pen and paper rather than typing on a Microsoft Doc or a Google Doc. Next, we have augmentation. Once more, a traditional tool or approach is directly replaced by technology, but with material improvements to the learning environment. Consider whether you use technology enhances or boosts a student's potential and productivity. In addition, a student might incorporate interactive multimedia audio, video, hyperlinks in a presentation to give more depth and provide a more engaging presentation. Next, we have modification. Using the SAMR model, you are starting to transition from enhancement to transformation at this point. This is a real modification to the lesson's design and learning objectives, not a replacement or an addition. Is the learning challenge greatly altered by technology in this case? Most cases, yes. An example of this could be including a digital travel brochure that incorporates multimedia and student-created videos. Next, we have redefinition. The culmination of how integrated classroom technology can improve a student's experience is shown in the final level of the SAMR model. In this situation, you can wonder whether the use of technology by educators results in a novel experience by redefining a learning standard assignment in a way that would not be possible without it. A classroom is asked to create a documentary video answering an essential question related to important concepts. Teams of students take on different subtopics and collaborate to create one final product. Teams are expected to contact outside sources for this information. So in this step, we are truly replacing the learning lesson and standard fully with technology, and this really falls into the growth mindset. I want to provide one example of a lesson that could use all four of these levels. So going back to the substitution, a great example would be a lesson plan on book reviews, handwritten and turned into the teacher. So for substitution, students can create book reviews by using Google Docs and share them with the teacher. Taking that to the augmentation level, students use various add-ons for their book reviews, such as speech recognition or read and write for Google for voice notes or word predictions. Entering the modification realm, students can use Google Classroom to post their book reviews, receive peer feedback, and participate in ongoing discussions about their book. And then entering the redefinition realm, students can use Animito. This is a cloud-based video creation service that produces videos from photos, video clips, and music onto video slideshows. And they can use this to create a 60-second book trailer, working with the library media specialist in the school or other peers. They can then put this into a URL for their book trailer or turn it into a QR code and then put their QR code on a book jacket for any student to scan and access the trailer. These are my citations, and overall, I really believe that utilizing technology, not only to enhance instruction, but can also strengthen a community is vital, especially nowadays with such a tech-based generation. It's encouraging to find a purpose of a lesson and also create it tailored to each student, which is why having the four realms is great for any student or any educator because you can really cater to what your strengths are. And it's also important to help teachers personalize learning and aid students in visualizing challenging topics, which is why ultimately the SAMR model was created. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you were able to learn a little bit more about this model and hopefully one day integrate it into your classroom.